Good.
We live.
We're golden.
We are live.
All right. Well, on this episode of the Nomad Golf Podcast, we have the great Soap Stick, my dad. He's going to talk about how he started in golf. Started out at what, caddying?
Yeah, I started caddying way back in the 60s. And we played golf on anywhere we found an open field because we couldn't play on a golf course. We had a public course here, but there was no black slide. And so we had a 7-iron and a 2-iron. We would do everything with those two clubs. Most of it we played on school ground,
So you had to know how to
when
hit
there was no
shots.
school.
So you had to know how to hit shots.
Oh,
You
well,
had
they were
over
just
two
straight,
clubs.
yeah, just two. We putted and did everything with those two clubs. And I'll never forget when they passed the civil rights deal, but I think it was in 65, 64, somewhere around there. And we could go, we had a public course here, which had been public all along, but we never played there. But when they passed that law, well, we walked out there. We didn't even have a set of clubs. We just still had that 7-iron and that two iron, and we would drive and putt with those two clubs. And we played, and eventually we all got clubs. But that's how it all started, and I just fell in love with golf at an early age. I just always loved it. One reason, because you could play forever. Age had nothing, no bearing on it. You could just play from until you wanted to, until you quit, and then couldn't actually play no more. So that's how I started in golf, and since then over the years, I've really enjoyed the game, and along with my son, after trying to get him to play for years. He didn't want to play. I tried to get him to play when he was in high school, but then those guys, he with his peers, they didn't want to play no golf. But when he went to college, I don't know, some kind of, he fell in love with the game. And dog, I began to wonder. I thought, I said, dog, you're spending a whole bunch of money on clubs and things, and I said, dog, damn, he's going crazy about the game now.
So it's a love. It's a lover. It's a love of the sport. I mean, that's the thing. And I think the one thing about golf, it helps build relationships.
Oh yeah, I met
I
a
think.
lot of wonderful people on the golf in different places, tournaments. It's a group of the nicest people. Golf is some of the nicest people that you've ever wanted to meet.
Yeah, well, you're spending what? If you play 18 holes, you're gonna spend 4.5, 5 hours with them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have some conversations and talk. But for you, like, what's some of the? Because I mean, you've been playing for a while. So what's some of the your best memories or some of the favorite courses you played?
Well, I'm not good at names or some of the best memories. Well, when you started, I played a long time
Mm-hmm.
before you started playing. You finally got interested. I think you were in your 20s when you really got interested in golf.
Mm-hmm.
And you took my admiration for golf to a whole new level. Cause I started playing pro line golf clubs and golf balls. I mean, and but I've always liked the style. I've
Yeah.
always liked the style, the dress. That was just always to me, even before golf. And we started going places where I can't. We played on all kinds of courses, beautiful courses, and like you guys go now every year. And on the first year, I went. We went to Scottsdale, Arizona for a golf package, and I don't know. There's so many. I can't name them. There's just so many things that I've enjoyed over the years playing golf and different golf courses and meet different people. I just I don't know.
I think one of my favorite times is us going down there to Longview.
Oh yeah, we used to
playing in
play in
that
that
tournament
tournament.
down there. And what, we played there at least, what, 6, 7 years, 8 years? And the price never went up.
Yeah, but
That's
I
what,
played
that,
overall. I bet you I played there maybe about 20 years because I
yeah.
still when they first started that
Mm-hmm.
league down there, and we would always go. They had several. They had several chapters of that thing, but we used to play with the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
They were in Longview. Then they had a chapter in Oklahoma City, Austin,
Fort Worth.
Louisiana, Fort Worth. They had them but we only played in the Longview
Uh-huh.
thing, but and I mean it was just amazing to see all of those. And these are all black golfers, and they
Right.
would come from Houston and all over Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. You know,
And good golfers.
tournaments. Yeah, because I was before then when because like I said, I always played golf, but hell, I'd be the only black out there when I played here
Right.
at home, going, and then I got to go into all these different places, seeing all these black golfers, and especially then I think used to come to Dallas over at Cedar Crest,
Yeah.
and it was totally different all
Mm-hmm.
when you used to playing with mostly white, well, primarily all white. You'd be the only black, and so I really, I just, I've always liked golf, and I still like it to this day. Of course, I don't play as much as I used to, but I still play, and I just love the game.
Hey, you beat us last weekend, so I mean, you have to play a lot. But that's one thing that we noticed too, though. I remember, several years ago, my big thing was, I always wanted to play the tips. I always wanted to play the tips or whatever. You say, well, the people that you play with, they want to enjoy playing golf too. So, you might want to move up, so everybody can enjoy. Because our big thing was also scoring.
Yeah.
Right? Because, my thought process was a little different than most people that play golf. Because most people that would play they want the lowest score.
Uh-huh.
As opposed to me, I want to hit the shots.
Yeah, well, see, that was a different. That's it took me a long time to convince you of that, because you always wanted to play from the tip, but you plan the course and you go out, you challenge. That's who you want to shoot. Me, I've always wanted to shoot the lowest score.
Like most people.
But you always wanted to get from the tip, because Ray and I used to talk about that all the time. He said. We would always talk about you and Narcia playing from the tip. Of course, we'd play up there from the upper tees, and but
I don't figure it out now. I'm like you. I'm at this point now. I just want to have fun. I just like to go out and just enjoy the ride. And the thing is, like I said, it goes back to like the people, because I got a pretty good group of people that I play with too.
Oh yeah.
And I think even with you, I remember growing up. You had a good group like Peter and Boogerman, but I think for the most part, I think growing up, I remember Peter being the main, because it wasn't a lot of black people playing golf around here.
Not around here, and yeah. See, this is a small town, about 25-30,000 people, and there weren't any. It was a few of us that played, and we played together a lot, and we'd play in scrambles and tournaments that they had here, but it really wasn't until I started going places, playing on different, but I played on some beautiful golf courses. I tell you, good golf courses.
Yeah, I remember our trip we took to Possum Kingdom. I remember you was like, "Are we there yet?" You wanted to turn around.
Yeah.
Before we got there.
Yeah, because, what I look for, a lot of people go for other things in the golf, the name or something. I just want a good golf course, because my primary reason for going is to play golf.
Right, exactly.
I just like golf. The golf course is nice, good condition,
Some grass.
Yeah, and that's what I don't care about it being the Cowboys course, the Tour 18. Now, I've played on all these courses, and they're nice, but, I just like a good golf course.
And I remember you tell me, because when I started playing these match play deals, I remember you telling me about You used to play in the match play tournament, you had your 3 or 4 outfits laid out.
Oh yeah, well I tell you what, that really, that match play, man, that added 10, 15 strokes to my game. I just couldn't play now. I do good in scrambles and best balls, partners with them. But when I'm out there on my own, boy, it's just a lot of pressure. I ain't joking. Oh, me, a lot of guys can, like Damon now, he likes that. I just never,
It's like putting a name. It's like when you had a name on your bag. That's a lot of pressure when you go out there with your name on your bag.
Or even when we used to go to Longview, with medals, the low score. Now I got where I could.
Yeah, you was winning. You won in that 2 or 3 times.
But it's not like having your opponent right there next to you, But I got to the point where I used to do pretty good down there at Longview after I figured it out,
As long as it wasn't Alpine.
Yeah. But we had lots of fun and.
Yeah, I love those trips. I mean, 'cause you just think about it. Back then, you got 3 days of golf. And I don't think it was nothing about $120.
Yeah, and
for all 3 days. And they feed you.
Yeah, I mean, that was the best time. But see, that was back in I want to say 80s. It had to be by the 80s.
Well, no, because when I started going, it was probably like mid to late 90s when I started going. And so I went with you, I think we went at least 6 or 7 years. In a row. And see, you had been going down there since like 87, I think.
Yeah, I've been going down there since in the 80s. I've been going down there a long time. Yeah, you started going down there on the tail end. And I wonder if they still play that tournament down there. Because most of the guys that here that we used to go, they all passed on there. And so I don't ever see any of those guys. But yeah, we used to have a lot of fun down there in that Longview.
Because I mean, it was always it's just good people. Like I said, you just run into some good people. Now you run into some who kind of take it a little too serious, every now and again. But by far, you have more good people. And that's not to say they're not good people. They just take it a little more serious. They're not as laid back as we are on the golf course. They're more like kin as opposed to.
I've never met on all my going out, meeting people, playing in tournaments, and meeting people, it's just a different kind of, they're all getting along. Everybody is. I don't know.
Well, because I think it's that common bond and that common love of golf, of the game, and you can relate.
Everybody, you just like you meet a guy for the first time and seem like you've known him for a long time.
It's like
so friendly. You converse and talk about, because golf,